Hello, all of you beautiful people. My name is Noa Lakshmi, and I'm here to elevate humanity for a better world. Thank you so much for joining me. If you are a new viewer to my channel, welcome, and I'm so happy you found my channel. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for returning, for the support. I truly, truly appreciate that, and so happy to be here with you as we are together collectively elevating humanity for a better world. And in this channel, I use astrology merely as a tool to help us navigate through this experience that we call life, and using the planets and the cosmos to assist us in some guidance and a deeper understanding of what's occurring for us individually and collectively. And so that's part of what I do in this channel. And if you are interested and would like to know more about me and the work that I do in the world, please check out my website, noalakshmi.com. There are links down below, and I will talk more about it at the end of the video. So here we are. There again, so much to talk about. We are starting to wrap up 2017. Today is Wednesday, December 13th, and packed. There's so many notes. There's so much to talk about, and let's just go into it. I'm going to cover a few things and talk about the new moon that is happening on December 17th or 18th, depending on where you are in the world. So, okay, like I said, today, Wednesday, December 13th, we are approaching in a couple of days a very significant day. A lot is happening. December 15th, that's Friday. We are still, Mercury is still in retrograde and teaching us a lot of lessons. Mercury retrograde, I always like to see it as a time to reflect, as a time to slow down, as a time for reevaluation and a deep introspection. It's not a bad thing. It's time for us to let our minds slow down. Mercury is associated with our mind, with our linear mind, and so the retrograde period is that time to slow down, to revisit a few things, to revisit some facts, to revisit ideas, to revisit some thoughts that we have, maybe communications that need to happen or need to be revised. So all those things, not a bad thing to to give ourselves that period of slowing down and reevaluating some things. Now, Mercury is retrograding in Sagittarius. It just passed the sun yesterday on the 12th, December 12th, and that alignment is just reminding us, like reviewing our own soul purpose, reviewing our own drive, reviewing and reevaluating perhaps what is it, the sun, what is it that I'm shining into the world, what is it, what is that light that I'm carrying within me. And we've been in that process of some sort of soul searching, to some degree, and especially in Sagittarius, I constantly talk about this. Sagittarius is truth, and it's our own discovery of truth. It could be dogmas and beliefs and philosophies and ideology that now is being examined and re-examined. Is it truly mine? Do I really still believe in this? Sagittarius rules religion. Is it really my truth? And if it is, then great. But if it's not, this is the time to revise so much of our belief systems. What do we believe about life? What do we believe about the world? What do we believe about reality? What do I believe about myself? What I'm capable to do? Where is my future going? And how do I want to go about it? Sagittarius is the future. And it's really important that you search for yourself. I mean, the nodes right now, the North Node in Leo, you search for yourself in your heart. Where is the future that you want to move towards? And what is the belief about the collective future? Yes, things may appear quite quite, what's the word I'm looking for? Depressive. There's a lot happening in the world that we can look at and say, oh my God, we are doomed. And at the same time, is it just a matter of perception and a belief, and collectively that we can actually create a better reality depending on what we believe in and what kind of action that we put out there. What are the action steps? And it's all about action. Also, Mars has entered Scorpio. It is very strong in Scorpio. It is action that is driven by really deep desires that are rooted in true beliefs that you've discerned for yourself. This is mine, this is what I believe in, this is my truth, and this is the action that I am going to take in my life on a personal level, within my relationships, within the things that I want to create, and then in the world. We are going to enter a very significant time period, and I'm going to talk about that with Saturn shifting and moving into Capricorn. This is about the mountains that we are choosing to climb. And there are choices and there are many mountains that you can climb. But what is that mountain that is true for you, that you really want to climb? And then, okay, once you've made that decision, this is the mountain that I'm climbing. These are my goals for myself personally and in the world. How to go about it? You know, you're about to go on an excursion, climbing a mountain. You're not just going to take, okay, let me just bring 4 backpacks and everything and everybody's going to come with me. This is a very important journey to discern what am I taking and what is unnecessary. Which are the people that are equipped to take this journey with me and can help me on this journey, and which are the people that are actually going to drag me down. Those are important questions that we're asking ourselves. These are the things that we are contemplating and reevaluating and inspecting in our lives right now, with a very clear vision of the future for myself and the world. What are the action steps that need to be taken in order for that bright future to manifest, okay? And Mercury is going to conjunct the planet Venus on the 15th. So on the 15th, we have several things happening. Well, not happening, but the alignment. Mercury is going to conjunct Venus. So that is exactly what I was talking about regarding relationships. Which are the people in my life that are really aligned with my ideals, and ideas, with my visions, with my message. Now, Mercury is retrograde also is, what is my message? What is my true, authentic message? And who are the people that are actually aligning with that? And notice the people that are entering your life right now. Also, this is a very important time for connections to be made for those people that you're going to move into the future with. And a very important future and a very important chapter in your life. Again, on an individual level, and then collectively, we're entering a very significant chapter of a lot of changes and restructuring of our reality. So that's happening on the 15th, and that same day, and this is something already happening. Saturn is on the last degree of Sagittarius, and the last degree of every sign in astrology, we call it a critical degree. Now, what's so critical about it is just, if you think about your life, when something is really coming to an end, and that's something that we are experiencing now with Saturn. Saturn is the timekeeper. Saturn is the one that really that is associated and rules our physical reality as we know it. And every 2.5 years, Saturn moves into a new sign. So we're looking at a very significant journey that is about to end. So again, think about your life when things are coming into a closure. There is potency in that energy. Even in the analogy of climbing a mountain, when you're about to reach the peak, or vice versa, when you are just on the way down after let's just say after a long journey, and you're about to return home, what is the feeling inside of you when that almost crescendo time is emerging, when a long journey is about to end? There's a lot that comes with it. With Saturn in the last degree of Sagittarius, this whole two and a half year period that we've been in with Saturn and Sagittarius, big lessons regarding our future, big lessons regarding our own individual growth and the growth of humanity. How are we growing? How do we want to grow? Where do we want to go? Again, our future. What is the truth? Seeking, like the last 2.5 years, this constant looking for what is true for me, and what do I want to create in the world that is true for me. What do I believe in? Sagittarius is so much about our beliefs and our higher mind beliefs, not just the facts of life, but our belief system. And how does my belief system affect my reality and my life? So what do I want to believe in? What do I want to believe in that I am capable of? What do I want to believe when it comes to reality at large and the world? This is up for you to know. What are those belief systems that are coming to a close, to an end? Things are shifting. Things have to shift. Things have to shift in order for the future that you want, that we want as a collective, can come into life, can come into form. And that's exactly when Saturn moving into Capricorn, those are the goals, those are the mountains that we are climbing. And the last 2.5 years of Saturn and Sagittarius, what are the lessons? What have you learned? What have you integrated? What is this truth? What is this growth? What is the expansion that you are integrating into your life? That you've learned the lessons, and you know now what needs to come to an end within yourself, and then in the external arena, when it comes to your relationships, when it comes to your job, the projects that you are involved in, what are the new things that you want to enter. But we have got to remember that when we want to enter something new, whatever it is that needs to end has to end, right? And so that's the what we are feeling with that critical degree. There's almost what feels like critical pressure, and it's good to relax. I just want to say that don't put yourself under too much pressure, and to stay grounded within all this moving and shifting of things. And especially in the last degree of Sagittarius, which is a mutable sign. So yes, a lot has changed in our lives in the last 2.5 years. And there's new horizons, perhaps, that you're looking at right now. Can you believe? Do you believe that whatever you're envisioning for your future and the future of humanity can actually come into form? That belief has to be strong. That faith has to be strong. And what is faith? Faith is not just I believe. True faith, and this is something I'm working on right now in my life so diligently. What is true faith is not believing, is knowing. And I like to give the analogy of the difference between believing and knowing. You don't believe that the sun is going to rise in the morning or is going to set in the evening. You don't believe in that. You know. You don't go to sleep concerned. Oh my God, I'm not sure if the sun is going to rise in the morning. Think about anything else in your life. Anything whatsoever in your life and for humanity. Okay? Microcosm is the macrocosm. It's all connected. Do you really know, truly in your heart, that whatever it is that you envision, that you want, what are your true desires? Where are you feeling guided to go and to do? Do you know deep in your heart, yes, thy will be done. And I'm capable and I'm able. And a bright future is a possibility for humanity. And if there are beliefs that say otherwise, this is the time now to revise, to readjust. Now it takes time. It's not like poof overnight. And there is a lot of subconscious programs that run the show many times, and all kind of deep things that we need to become aware of that perhaps are suppressing our true potential of the expansion of our mind and the capacity of our faith and what we believe in. So this is a time to really evaluate that and look at what maybe you're holding that is too rigid, holding in your mind a certain idea or ideology or belief that you are aware of, that it's time to dismantle and not to hold on onto it anymore. And same thing goes to some subconscious things. And if it's not in my awareness, well, what do I do about it? Is find the ways to get into that part of yourself by bringing awareness into it, and even just asking the questions, are there anything that really is blocking my path that is coming from within me? And just that question alone will start bringing answers into your life. The real thing that we need to focus on is, am I open enough? Sagittarius is that, it's the open mind. Open mind, continue to remain open for the new to flow into your life, and for that new guidance to show you the way into the future. And this is exactly what the new moon is all about. So on the 17th or the 18th, depending on where you are in the world, like I said, new moon in Sagittarius, right at the last degrees of Sagittarius, 26 degrees. And it's not a coincidence that on that day, we've got a lot of planets in Sagittarius that day. And Saturn is at the last degree of Sagittarius on the day of the new moon. And nothing is random in the universe, I don't believe. And so we've got Venus, Mercury, the Sun, and the Moon all in Sagittarius. Saturn is just awaiting, and a day after, that's the whole ta-da of the cosmic play. The day after is when Saturn moves into Sagittarius. So that's on the 19th or the 20th, depending on where you are. That's when Saturn moves into Capricorn. And the new moon is that new cycle in Sagittarius of true faith, of new beliefs, of a new future. Where are you choosing to go in your mind? And then in your life? What are those mountains? And Saturn moving into Capricorn, that is the goat climbing the mountain. That is the goal. And in order for us, when we see a peak, when we see something that might feel so big and impossible, that's when Sagittarius comes in, and the having the faith and believing in what we perceive to be the impossible. What is impossible? I am possible. Anything is possible. Do you believe in what we perceive as miracles? Do we believe in something higher and greater than just what the facts present in front of us? And to find the balance between the two, of course. But to always, always keep your mind so open and your heart so open that there's a true knowing, that the future that you want to create for yourself and the future that we together want to create for the world is indeed possible. And it takes us, our minds, to be super sharp, super open, and for us to take actions that are rooted in our true soul's mission. Not just wandering around doing whatever, but really looking at our soul's mission. And then to take the action that is guided from that place. Yes. Very, very significant new moon here, closing the year of 2017, which a lot has happened. And then the day after the new moon, winter solstice is occurring, and that is moving into a complete new chapter. In the solstice, the sun is going to move into Capricorn, and it's going to conjunct Saturn. That doesn't happen every solstice. That doesn't happen every time Saturn moves into Capricorn. No, this is an extremely cosmic alignment here. In the time of the solstice, the sun moving into Capricorn, conjuncting Saturn in the 0 degree, the first degree of Capricorn. What are our goals? What are we building? What are the structures that we are building in our lives, individually, collectively? Embracing and accepting that things must change in order for the new to come. What needs to change in your life? What do we need to change collectively as humanity? What new action steps need to take place? And do you think it's a coincidence that the day after the solstice, Mercury goes direct on the 22nd? Mercury is the messenger. So what is the message this entire last 3 weeks of Mercury in retrograde? What is the message coming back up for you, coming up online? What are those new beliefs? What is this new future? Where are you choosing to go, and who are you choosing to go with? Whoa, those are huge things. And then on top of everything, on the solstice, when the sun moves into Capricorn, conjuncting Saturn, Jupiter is squaring the nodes. And what I was talking about, that is the focus point. In order to move into the future, we've got to expand our mind. We've got to look deep within our souls. We've got to believe like we've never believed before. We've got to have a whole nother definition for what faith is, what expansion of the mind means for you, and what is possible. That's in order for us to move into a brighter future, into a loving future, into the future where our hearts join together. We got to expand what we believe in. We got to have faith that is stronger than an oak tree. And we've got to be rooted in what is true. What is true according to our own souls, not what other people or media or whatever external source is telling you that that's the truth. You got to discover that for yourself, and that's the only thing that is going to move you into a much more of a joyful future, creative future, living from your own heart kind of a future. Now imagine all of us doing that together. That's the kind of future that I'm seeing for humanity, and my invitation is only to have you on board with that. Wow, yes, so thank you so much. There's a lot happening in the next couple of weeks as we are wrapping up this year, moving into a new chapter right after the solstice, winter solstice, the shortest day of the year, moving from darkness to light. Moving from darkness to light. Really, there is the potential and the possibility for a whole another life, moving from darkness into light. So I just want to encourage you to stay strong and keep your faith strong. Whatever it is that you're dealing with in your own life, keep the faith strong for yourself, for humanity. Don't let the media, the news, whatever, to bug you down, bring you down. This is horrible, this is horrible. There's a lot of beautiful things also happening in the world at the same time. Find that within yourself. Find that everything around you. And I'm sending so much love and so much light and the deepest prayers from my heart to your heart. I'm with you, and I would love to hear from you. So again, you can find my website, noalakshmi.com. You can contact me over there. Also, if you're liking these videos, please subscribe to my channel and share this video. I'm sure a lot of people can benefit from this message, so I appreciate the support. I appreciate all the shares and subscribing to the channel. Leave a comment below. And also check out my book. You can find the link down below. Master Your Life with Love. How to upgrade your entire reality in your life from the inside out by creating the most loving relationship with yourself and life as a whole. So check out the book, Master Your Life with Love. Send me a message. I always love to hear from you. If you'd like a personal reading from me, then again, you can find that on my website. I also have a holiday special right now, so check it out. Everything on the links below. Sending you tons of love. Stay awesome and stay beautiful. And I will see you next time. Happy New Moon. Keep the faith strong. Sat Nam.